Oh man. Well, been noticing a few things. There's a quiet war going on in these neighborhoods if you're not really paying attention to it. Next time you drive into a neighborhood, the neighbors are having these little quiet wars with they use imagery. Um, I mean, Trump lost, and they still got the signs outside. Some of them are even making signs in their garage, painting the signs, going to the store, going to Home Depot, and going to Lowe's, are actually buying the paint and painting uh, Biden Pence signs. I find it amazing that a quiet civil war amongst neighbors is happening. And I also find it amazing that these little wars are happening across the street from one another. Like when you go to one house, you'll notice that across the street from the house, they got that impeach. But when you look on the across the street from that house, the other house says Trump Pence 2020. And they come outside and they talk to each other and they give these smiles. They say hi, hey, how you doing? What's up? And all that there, but they still got the fucking signs up. It's a quiet, humble, the humble war. It's like a humbling war using a visionary's imagery type shit, and it's crazy how that can happen. And it's not just one or two houses; it's a bunch of houses having these little wars. And they got signs at the windows, they got signs on the grass, and then you look across the street, and then there's signs on their windows and signs on their grass, but they're both saying the opposite. And they come outside and they say hey to each other, and then after a while, if you keep watching them, when the other person goes inside the house, the other person to kind of turn around and look at that sign like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's very humbling, and it's just weird. It's just quiet. I guess when I mean humble, I mean quiet. It's just quiet when you see this happening in these neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially neighborhoods where when the Capitol situation happened, a lot of black YouTubers and black social media guys started to come out saying, well, if this was black folks out there marching like that, then that shit wouldn't go down. Well, when you go in neighborhoods where it's usually a white upper rich neighborhood and there's like that one black family and they're walking their kids around and then they see those Trump Pence signs, yeah, awkward. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's awkward. Like I'll tell a little story. When Trump won 4 years ago, uh, I went to a grocery store called Winn Dixie. When I was in Winn Dixie, I had walked towards the seafood section. When I was in the seafood section of Winn Dixie, there was a middle aged white woman there. Now all of a sudden she sees me and she kind of like turns back around, but then she turns back around. And she starts saying, I'm not racist. I voted for Trump. I'm not racist. It came out of no fucking where. Like there was no opener. There was no soft opening. There was no hey, how you doing? Nothing like that. It went straight to the race. Now that happened to me when Trump first got elected. Like as soon as he got elected, when I was out in the open, on like the second day, a white person just saw me turn around and say, I'm not racist. I voted for Trump. I'm not racist. I voted for him, but I'm not racist. And I was kind of like, all right, well, you voted for him. That's cool. But you don't got to tell me you're not racist, especially to a stranger walking in the seafood section of a grocery store. I mean, what the fuck? You don't have to say that. But I know a lot of white folks don't have a lot of black friends or black people they know or black people they can talk to. I guess. So I guess since it was just me and her there and nobody else there, she was like, "Now is the moment. Now is the time." But that happened back then. So I wonder how that relationship with living in a white neighborhood and you got a black family in there and your kids play with their kids, and I wonder how that is now. And they still got these Trump signs up there. Do they feel weird about it now? You know what I'm saying? But man, but these quiet wars in these neighborhoods is something else. I'm telling you, if you drive around enough, you'll see it. But anyway, y'all just be safe out there.